Okay. Oh boy, I'm having fun today. It's 1953 day. So, this is a 1953 B-4-D-126. So this is a 1-ton truck. And it's got the heavier duty 1-ton axles on it. Floating axles in the back. And this one came from North Dakota. It has centennial plates on there, 1889 to 1989. So this was off of some farm up there. Got a little character bumps and bruises on it. Wind blows in North Dakota. See a little rust here. That's normal. Now this one says Dodge Fluid Drive. And interestingly, it doesn't say Truck-O-Matic. It just says Fluid Drive. There may be some differences to that. I don't know what they are. Basically, it's the same fluid coupling in between the clutch and the engine. See a little rust around the doors, a little more humid. This came from a place called Can Do, North Dakota, right up by the Canadian border. And the name of the town was Can Do to symbolify their can-do spirit. Now, this one has a hoist on it. Runs off the PTO. And this is the dump bar control for the hoist, and the bed on the pickup lifts up and dumps. And it only has single rear wheels on it, but you can bolt up duals if you want. It just gets a little wide for the fender back there. I'll open this door if I can. Oh yeah, still got a little of that. Original seat cover. Horn ring. Now when I got this truck, I went all the way up there because it had a fluid drive in it. And I got to wonder, why would they have a 1-ton truck with a fluid drive in it? And I thought about that for a long time. And I think it's finally occurred to me, because this is how I see it. It doesn't mean this story's true, but it's the one I'm telling. So, back in the 50s, the farms were all small family operations. Okay? And what that meant is that everybody on the farm had to work. And anybody that was, say 10 years of age or older was a potential driver of the equipment. Because back then they had these old John Deere 2-popper tractors. I got one right over here. I'll show it to you. One of these videos. And it had like a 2-row corn picker on it. Or a small combine on the side of it as attachments. So one guy drives a tractor, and he'd go along in the field and he'd cut the crop. And then there was an auger on the side of the thing that the grain came out and went into a truck. And then the truck would transport the grain back to the farm, dump it out, and go back for another load. Well, if you got a 10-year-old kid, say, and this is his first season of driving, he's not going to hit much out there, but he's going to have a heck of a time running the clutch, because them little kids got short legs. So And what happens when you got short legs and you're not very good at driving, you pop the clutch and the engine stalls. And then you got to start it all over again. Well, I figured that, you know, a little kid with a fluid drive, he could start it in gear and it wouldn't go nowhere till he stomped on the throttle. So he could drive that just like they do automatic transmissions now. Yeah. You know, and whether, well, little kids, wives, teenage girls, I don't know. Whoever they had available as the driver. And they could run back to the farm and unload the grain. So this has a little homemade grain box on top of the pickup box. Last time I tried this was sticky. But it's got a slide there. The bed is covered in sheet metal. Now this thing had sat so long in that place in North Dakota, and it was facing west. Now most of it has disappeared, but the way you could tell which way it was facing was this side didn't have any moss on it. But this side over here had moss on it, which is the north side of the tree when it sits long enough. It's pretty well gone away now. You can still see some of that discoloration there. Oh, the other thing about having the fluid drive is that the tractor, you know, goes along real slow as it runs down the row picking the corn. And so when this thing is in gear and it just responds to the throttle, and you can't stall the engine if it goes too slow, that means that that little kid could follow right along with the tractor and not stall out the truck. Now, I thought that was a pretty good explanation. I don't know if it's true, but I like the story. There's a knob right there for engaging the power takeoff. And it has a 4-speed on the floor. That's pretty neat. Well, it needs work. Okay, 970-986-1020. Thanks for watching.